Vanakkam Tamil Nadu, Nalla Irukiya. Today we are going to talk about Tamil Nadu politics. Now, we all know about Rajinikanth's announcement with respect to his political party, and very soon, by December 31st, we are going to get more details about Rajinikanth's political party, its name, perhaps its symbol, and all the other details. But before that, there is some important development in Tamil Nadu politics which has taken place in recent times. Recently, the Kamal Hassan-led Makkala Needhi Mayyam party has said that it is open for alliance with Rajinikanth for development of Tamil Nadu. So we are going to talk about in this video, is there any possibility of an alliance between Kamal Hassan and Rajinikanth? Mind you, this is going to be a purely speculative discussion where the possibility of an alliance will be explored, and if the alliance takes place, what would be the outcome of that? Finally, who would be the biggest benefactor out of all this development would be discussed here. So let us begin our discussion. But before that, I am your friend Rahul Saigaonkar. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on the ID Rahul Sai 222. If you want to connect with me, if you have any queries, any doubts, you can directly message me on Instagram. Study IQ has brought a smart course for you. It's a good news for you. We have a comprehensive prelims cum mains program for UPSC 2021. For more information, please download the app from Google Play Store. And don't forget to hit the bell icon and subscribe to our channel, Study IQ. Right, let's first talk about the news. I have already told you that the Makkala Needhi Mayyam, which is led by actor Kamal Hassan, it has announced that they are open for an alliance with Rajinikanth's party, which is going to be announced very soon. In fact, Kamal Hassan said that he and his friend of over 4 decades, both of them have been close friends for last 44 years. They have a good friendship. So he has said that for development of Tamil Nadu, we both can come together and take Tamil Nadu forward. So here we are going to talk about, is there a possibility of alliance? But before that particular discussion, let's talk about the fans' reaction. As soon as this was announced by Kamal Hassan, there was not so encouraging reaction from Rajinikanth fans. First of all, Rajinikanth's fans say that Rajinikanth's stature in Tamil Nadu cinema is way bigger compared to Kamal Hassan's. Although they have been friends for very, very long time, but in terms of popularity level, sheer popularity of Rajinikanth is so immense that it cannot even be compared with Kamal Hassan's popularity in Tamil Nadu. So fans' reaction is such that they say, with the entrance of Rajinikanth, it is going to be a huge tsunami in the election. In fact, they say that Rajinikanth is going to sweep the Tamil Nadu elections. Then why do we need smaller waves like the Makkala Mayyam Needhi party of Kamal Hassan? So they clearly question this particular alliance even before any sort of development comes. But let's talk about the possibility. First of all, is it really possible? Is an alliance possible? Now, if we look at Kamal Hassan's statement, Kamal Hassan said that like me, Rajinikanth is also fighting this particular election for a change. So he said that we are very much open for an alliance with his party. But clearly, Kamal Hassan said that let Rajinikanth talk about his ideology and the party's ideology that they are going to follow. He said, let him reveal more. And by December 31st, I think the curtains would be down. Rajinikanth would announce the details, although there are some news with respect to Rajinikanth's health, and we hope that he gets well soon and the announcement comes on time. But as soon as the announcement comes, the ideology becomes clear. Kamal Hassan said that he is just a phone call away, and if it is feasible, then they can work together for development of Tamil Nadu. Now let's first talk about Kamal Hassan and his Makkala Needhi Mayyam's ideology. Now, when you look at the ideology of Kamal Hassan's party and his own ideology, they believe in atheism, they believe in rationalism, they are a rationalist group, and if you talk about ideology in general, political ideology, it is a little left-leaning, towards the left, and they follow the Dravidian ideologies. Now, when you talk about Rajinikanth, there is a big question mark till now. When the announcement comes, there would be a more clearer picture. But as of now, the conjecture is that his ideology would be a little rightist by the way he spoke when he announced the party and the date. he spoke about spiritual politics. Although Rajnikant did make it very clear that spiritual politics has nothing to do with religion, it is purely to cleanse the political system in Tamil Nadu. So only time will tell what would be the ideology, but right now we can say it would be rather rightist. So an alliance is on cards or not? Perhaps not. But let us assume that it's possible. Now, if at all the alliance takes place, let's try to understand what would be the outcome of that. See, Kamal Hassan's party, Makkal and Needi Mayyam, has already contested an election. They debuted in 2019 general elections. They contested on 40 seats, 39 from Tamil Nadu, 1 from Puducherry. In fact, they got a decent amount of vote share. They got about 3.77% votes in 2019 general elections, but they did not win a single seat there. Again, Kamal Hassan had tried his level best before the 2019 general elections to strike an alliance with DMK, which failed. He even reached out to Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, where he wanted an alliance with DMK Congress, the Makkal Needi Mayyam, but that did not fructify eventually. So he went alone in the elections, and right now also they have announced that they are going to go alone. Just that he has said, I am very much open to an alliance with Rajnikant. But remember that the vote share was about 3.77%, and if there is an improvement, it would be somewhere in the single digit itself. Now let's talk about Rajnikant. What would be the performance of Rajnikant's political party? It is not announced yet, but election experts, psephologists, they do estimate that with Rajnikant's popularity, it has to do a lot of work to get into two-digit vote share itself. Now, if we talk about the previous results, I already spoke about Kamal Hassan's party, 3.77%. Before that, Captain Vijay started the DMDK, and DMDK got about 8% vote share and only single seat where Vijay won when they made their debut in the electoral politics. Now, Rajnikant's party, it has to work very hard if it wants to get to the double digit. There are some problems because there is a lot of delay. The election is in 2021. It is already on the cards. There is too much delay with respect to the launch of the party. Nobody knows the name of the party or the symbol. We will perhaps know on December 31st. What about the groundwork? Hardly few months are left for the election, and a lot of groundwork has to be done. In fact, his party leaders and district functionaries, they still continue to be unheard office bearers who basically are from the fans association. So a lot of work has to be done, but let us assume the best, that they go for double digit vote share. Then if we club the alliance, Kamal Hassan's Makkal and Needi Mayyam and Rajnikant's political party, which would be announced soon, even if they combine, then they are going to secure a maximum of 10 to 15% vote share. And how much that is going to translate into number of seats is still unknown. But nonetheless, we can tell that they are not going to be major players like the DMK or the AIDMK in the Tamil Nadu electoral politics. Out of all this, what is the understanding? Who is going to be the real benefactor? The question mark is it really advantage BJP in Tamil Nadu? Let's try to understand why exactly. See, Rajnikant is a mass hero. We all know that he has a huge fan following. In fact, I am a huge fan of Rajnikant. He has a huge fan base. But fan base is one thing and voter base is a different thing. Having a fan base, will it translate to votes? We do not know. And even if it translates, who would be supporting Rajnikant? Rajnikant and his political party would be eating away the votes of traditional AIDMK and BJP camp. Right? AIDMK and BJP are allies there. So many experts believe that about 70% of Rajnikant's votes would come from AIDMK's and BJP's camp itself. So they are going to cut the vote share of AIDMK. Right. Then how is it advantage BJP? We will come to know very soon. Now, if we talk about Kamal Hassan's party, they will also eat the vote share from AIDMK itself because their ideology is anti-AIDMK, and taking into consideration the vote share that Kamal Hassan's party has got in the 2019 general election, in many cities, his party has done very well. For instance, Coimbatore, they have got huge amount of votes from cities. So we can say that the upper caste urban votes are going to move towards Kamal Hassan's party, Makkala Needhi Mayam. Despite they are having the Dravidian and the left ideology, some upper caste urban votes are going to transfer to them. The main reason for low vote share of Kamal Hassan's party is that it has failed to catch the imagination of rural areas. I told you that they follow the ideology of atheism. They are not inclined towards any religion, etc. They talk about rationalism and they talk about rational politics, and again leaning towards the left. That is why they have not caught the rural imagination, and that is why a little low vote share. But out of all this, what is going to happen? Let's talk about a speculation. What is going to happen in 2021 after the election? A speculation is that this particular third front that we are talking about, an alliance of Kamal Hassan and Rajnikant's party and other smaller parties, they are going to eat the vote share of AIADMK. Since Kamal Hassan said that they are going to go alone, if they go alone also, they are going to eat from the vote share of DMK also. So anti-AIADMK votes are going to be split between DMK and the third front. So there is going to be a three-way contest. So a safe bet towards prediction would be that it would be a fractured mandate in Tamil Nadu in 2021 election. But how is it advantage BJP? Now, if you look at BJP, recently Amit Shah visited Chennai and he clearly said that 2021 election is not very important for us, and that is why, in fact, many BJP leaders have welcomed Kamal Hassan's statement that if there is an alliance between Kamal Hassan's party and Rajnikant's party, it would be pretty beneficial for them, because it would eventually lead to a weak AIADMK going into 2026, a weak DMK also. If DMK forms the government, then BJP's main opposition would be DMK itself, and a third front which is again weak. Nobody is a strong player, and Amit Shah's statement clearly suggests that we are working for 2026 when BJP will be the main opposition to DMK. So it is to some extent advantage BJP if there is an alliance between Rajnikant and Kamal Hassan. Again, I told you that this is going to be a very speculative discussion. These are all conjectures. We are all waiting for December 31st when the picture becomes clearer what exactly would be the party structure, party symbol of Rajnikant's party. Let's wait for it. But if an alliance happens between Kamal Hassan and Rajnikant, it is going to weaken all the parties, and perhaps there would be slight advantage BJP considering the 2026 election. So let's wait and watch what is going to happen in this very interesting Tamil Nadu battle. We are going to bring you the updates on this as soon as possible on Study IQ. That's it from my side on this part of discussion. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.